Hello, my name is Ruth Wanjiku Gakonyo. I come from Nakuru County. So I've always wanted to talk about this topic, and I know it's going to be very cliche. Most people have talked about it, you've heard about it, but hey, let's talk about self-esteem today. I know in the African home, it's a contentious topic where why would you tell your child about loving themselves? Why would you even remind them who they are? Why would you even want to like spruce up their confidence and tell them you're good, you know? So this is a topic in my heart that I feel like I need to talk about, because then again, if we do not work on these things that are happening in our households and also in society, we're not going to be able to move ahead. So for me, self-esteem is believing in yourself fully and knowing that you're confident in yourself. And again, confidence is not all about knowing that you're the best of the best. It's understanding that you're who you are and you're okay with it. But then, to what extent are we talking about self-esteem? So today I'm going to talk to you about low self-esteem and how it affects so many people, even into their adulting, moving ahead and moving forward. It's a very serious thing, especially now in the African setting where we don't talk about these things. So for me, for myself, I would say self-esteem, or rather low self-esteem, has affected me in so many ways, whereby at times you want to present yourself in situations, but then you kind of remind yourself, or rather it hits you, maybe I'm not good enough, so you coil back in your shell, and then you're not expressing yourself to the fullest. And it is happening now. And you know what that does? It thwarts your productivity, it thwarts your progress, it thwarts how you interact with people. So you see so many people, we are having broken relationships, we're having broken friendships, we're having people not reaching their potential. Why? Because of low self-esteem. So today, if a young girl is listening to me, I want to remind you this, that you're worth it, that you can do anything that you want to do. It's a hole where you find yourself, it's dark, it's cold, and you don't know how to get out of it. It happens. But I want to tell you this, you can get out of it one step at a time. Don't remind yourself that you're better than other people. I want you to remind yourself that you're good. There's no one who can replace you. There's nowhere you're going. I will tell you, for example, like a rainbow. It has different colors. Imagine if green was not there, or rather if orange was not there, how would the rainbow be? So you're unique in yourself. We don't want to dilute you, we don't want to change you for who you are. We want you to remain who you are. So as you're progressing on in life, I want you to remember this, that you're loved and that you're you. You cannot change who you are. So when you're getting yourself, when you feel like you're anxious, you don't want to be with people, you want to seclude yourself, you want to be alone, I want to remind you this, that there's no one like you. Believe in yourself, move like there's none like you, because there's nobody like you. And as we move on in life, you're going to understand that low self-esteem, it's part and parcel of life. I mean, there's one day I'll wake up, I won't love how I look, I won't love my body, I won't love my face, I won't love my hair. I mean, it's part and parcel of life. I won't love where I am in life, but guess what? The urge of wanting better, that is progress, and you need to pat yourself in the back and remind yourself, I'm doing me good, I'm good, I'm okay. Capish? So as we move on in life, let's remember that we are loved. Let's remember that we are worth it. I know this is a small snippet of maybe low self-esteem and self-esteem issues, but hey, if you're going through low self-esteem issues, talk to someone. That is the first step. Talk to someone, open up. And again, a tip, write every day something that you love about yourself. And maybe in a span of 1 month, go back to that book, read, and you'll understand, wow, you are such an amazing creature. God did not make you just anyhow. He made you for a purpose. And every single day you need to remember that you're here and you're here for a purpose. Let me define for you something. There's low self-esteem and there's high self-esteem. So low self-esteem is when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling like you can't move on in life, and you're feeling almost depressed. And then now we have high self-esteem. Most people think that maybe high self-esteem is confidence, but to some extent, it's not. It's feeling yourself, it's understanding that you are one person and there's no one who can replace you. So that is high self-esteem. And as we move on in life, we want to see how this affects us, So we cannot say that you have low self-esteem and you have high self-esteem if it does not affect you. So low self-esteem makes you not want to reach for your dreams. It makes you not to want to aspire for more. When you feel like you're contented, there are people who they reach a certain level in life and they're like, me, I'm okay, I'm good. Hey, guess what? Check your self-esteem. That is how low self-esteem starts manifesting itself in your life. And then we have high self-esteem. High self-esteem is when now you do not want even correction. You don't want somebody to tell you, you're not done so well. So you're always there high, you're on the high horse, you're like, I know everything. And guess what that does? It makes you not to learn every single day. It makes you not experience new adventures because, hey, you already know everything. So you need to understand how to balance your self-esteem. Don't let it go low, don't let it go so high. Just balance it to a point where it helps you and it encourages you to grow. It reminds you who you are. Self-esteem is just a broad spectrum, but then we're going to deal with what we have today, and I hope you guys have learned something about low and high self-esteem. And now I'm gonna teach you how to deal with low self-esteem. Number one, I said write down what you love about yourself. Just write it down every single day. Even when you're just bored, take a pen, write something that you value and that you find is good in yourself. Another thing, talk to somebody. If you're feeling low, if you're feeling like you're not worth it, talk to someone. You might be feeling socially anxious, you don't want to go out and meet people, but hey, go out and meet new people. There's somebody who's going to remind you, you're beautiful. You've not been hearing that for a while, but there's somebody out there who's going to look at you and say that you're beautiful. They'll say it, and it's going to ring or light a bell in your mind. And read broadly, do what you love, experience new adventures, be more open when it comes to creative activities, experience your hobbies a little bit more. Have fun. Don't forget that you're not alone. There's so many people who are dealing with low self-esteem, and every single day we are learning and trying to find new ways to deal with that. Anyway, as you move on in life, remember that God loves you and I love you too. And hey, there's a whole community that cares about you. So don't live in isolation. Remember, you're loved. Adios.